It's a really special test match for Duan van der Merwe, in the country of his birth. How's he feeling about his selection? And talk about the match-up against Cheslin Colby.
Yeah, it's going to be a real challenge. Cheslin didn't get many opportunities. He had one opportunity in that A game and made the most of it. And so we can't afford to do what he did in that A game and kick the ball down his throat. So we won't be giving him hopefully as much time and space on the ball on Saturday. So look, it's a challenge for him. I spoke to him yesterday and said to him, what's coming on the weekend, and he was fully aware, because I presume every time he touches the ball they'll be trying to hit him with everything they've got. There'll probably be some verbals at him as well. So he's well aware of what's at stake, but he's been incredibly relaxed. He's the way he's been running with the ball and beating defenders and also scoring tries, top try scorer in the Six Nations. It was a really tough call in terms of that, and leaving Josh Adams out. I spoke to Josh yesterday and just sort of said, that was such a tough call for him, for us in terms of, and for himself. He had a pretty emotional week last week with the birth of his child, and then the next couple of days and checking there, and by his own admission, he probably didn't play as well as he normally would on the Saturday, and that's completely understandable because of the week he had a little knock in his hip and had quite a significant blow to his sternum that was pretty sore as well. So tough call, but we made that decision. I spoke to him about that, but for a number of players I spoke to and showed them some stats from previous tours of how the test team from test 1 to test 2 to test 3, how many changes had been made traditionally. So everyone, even though they're not involved, hopefully will still be in the pitch and still get opportunities.
Yeah, some big names are on the bench, some big names not even on the bench. How generally are they taking the news?
Obviously, I expect the guys to be disappointed, and that was the chat. They're not going to be. They should be disappointed about missing out in selection, but then we've spoken about how important it's not just the 23; it's a whole squad, and everyone's been putting up their hands, and we're really pleased with the form of a lot of players in the squad, and then it's how they respond to that and their responsibility in helping that test side prepare for Saturday. And I must say they've been absolutely brilliant in the last couple of training sessions, and no one's taken a backward step. And we had a pretty tasty training session yesterday, a little bit of niggle and stuff, and exactly what we wanted. And take my hat off to the guys that were helping that test team. They really fronted up and trained exceptionally well, and we couldn't ask for more from a coaching perspective.
Just finally, Warren, the team was in the public domain before today's announcement. How did that happen, and are you bothered much?
I don't know how that happened. So it wasn't 100% right, but obviously someone's leaked that out, whether that's on purpose or accidentally, or someone's betrayed someone's trust. Whether that's a player or a staff member. So what I'll do next week is just name the team to the players, and then name the team to the press straight away.
Thanks so much. Thank you.
Warren, some of the combinations haven't been tried on the tour so far. There are obvious reasons behind some of them. Have some others, though, been deliberately kept under wraps?
No, that wasn't our thinking at all. We looked at the team and picked what we thought were the best team for the weekend. It was a robust debate. We were an hour and a half in selection. It was the hardest selection meeting I've ever been in. Asked the coaches to come along with their 23s, and we were all different. And I can say that we all had to compromise in terms of that and debate positions and selections, and that's the way it should be. And I know a lot of people sort of out there and think it's the team that I select, and it's never been the way, whether it's been with Wales or the Lions. It's important that as coaches we all have an input into the makeup of the squad, and it's the way that I've always done things. So I can tell you, not one of the coaches got the 23 that they had come along to the meeting with. So we all, we had, and I think that's credit to the players about how, even as coaches, we were all thinking about different permutations and combinations as well, and what the makeup of the 23 looked like. So yeah, it was some long discussions, and just to give you an idea, I think in the forward pack we had 4 of the same 8, and in the back line we only had 3 of the same 7 between the 5 of us. So it just goes to show how tough it was in terms of that selection, but like I said, it's a great place to be in because there's so many players in the squad putting their hands up and making it difficult for us.